Young kid in Philly, young Tevin Farmer.
Oh yeah,
is still
absolutely.
in the process of showing his ass.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I mean,
We're waiting on Tank to take that fight.
What do you think of
But
that
it looks
fight?
like they got.
That's the fight everybody wants for a couple of years already.
It might be the only fight available for good money down there with the bigger guy. So in that case, cool. I was never really interested in it like that. You know what I mean?
You weren't interested in him fighting Tank?
I was getting tired of Tevin with that.
Right.
We were unified when I came out. I was like,
social media,
son,
everything.
you a talent, man. Go get your thing, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But you know, he's a talent. Tank's a talent. It's boxer against puncher. You know what I mean? It can work out, like I said. I mean, Tevin is hungry. And I don't know if Tank has got that grit, that hunger. We know he's talented. That ain't that question. We know we don't know if he got that hunger anymore. But if it works out for him, I hope they, as long as nobody gets hurt, both of them are financially compensated adequately. I like to see this guy.
Do you think a fighter like Bivol is ready for the winner of Kovalev and Alvarez?
Bivol is proven he can fight any light heavyweight in the world. He's proven it. He's young. Yeah, he's young and he's going to learn more. But what he going to do? He's a better fighter right now after this fight, and he ain't back to his dressing room yet. He's a better fighter already. You know what I mean? You survive fights like that and win them, you grow. Right. And he's young enough to take that.
Do you think people will measure the way Kovalev did against Pascal versus Bivol? Bivol was kind of not expected, but you know, people like knockouts at the end of the day. Do you think that has anything to do moving forward?
Because Bivol might be a better boxer. Kovalev's a better puncher.
He's actually coming this way.
So you can't really measure it.
Right.
When you look at it and say who boxed him better. Like Kovalev can box, but who boxed him better? Bivol was the better boxer. He punched him harder.
Yeah, that's what he does. Right. Stylistically, how do you see that fight, Bivol and Kovalev? Boxer versus puncher? Rough?
Rough. Yeah. God. This Bivol can box and can punch, and Kovalev can punch and box.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But Kovalev has his wars. The difference in the fight is that this kid is a fresh young monster coming up. Right. These guys have already been through these wars. He's getting his share now. But they've been through a number of them, you know what I mean?
Is there somebody that you see that can fight Bivol and give him his toughest talent?
We won't find out until we match up. Butte's still.
What's that?
You said Butte? Yeah, Butte.
No, I said Badu Jack.
What about Badu Jack?
Badu Jack has been showing a lot of improvement. You know what I mean? He's gotten better and better as we've seen, you know what I mean? If we got to see Badu Jack, you know, I think if he's still staying there and listening to Big Floyd and him, he'll turn into that shark in the water. It's like he just don't see that extra edge where he goes for the sure enough kill. You know what I mean? But skill-wise, he's an excellent kid, man.
What about Adonis Stevenson? He's fighting December 1st next week.
Really, he's still fighting?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's fighting
First title defense in a couple
next
years.
week.
Yeah, he's fighting next week.
Close to
I'm about to do it right now.
I have a Kovalev question. It doesn't seem like he's been the same ever since like the war losses or whatever. As a trainer, how do you take a fighter like that and talk him out of that psychologically? How do you tell him, hey, you know, you lost that fight, you may have been knocked out. How do you come back as a fighter?
You're a grown man, so you've seen it. If not with you, amongst buddies and everything, you've had to tell a buddy or two, man, she's gone. That's over.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You see some guys can't let go. You know what I mean? You know, but see, I still got my sweater at her house. Dog, forget the sweater, the flip-flops you had. She's gone. Move on. You know what I mean? And Kovalev couldn't seem to do that. And by not paying attention, somebody else sneaks up and knock your head off. You know? We had a kid in our gym who fought a close fight with Jeff Lacey in the amateurs. And the rest of his days in the gym, everybody celebrated you beat Jeff Lacey. But you really beat us. When he turned pro, he was always watching what Jeff Lacey did. He had the most comments about when Jeff Lacey won. Jeff Lacey got knocked off, and he got knocked off right behind him. Because his motivation was gone. You know what I mean? You can't wrap yourself around man. You got to do what you're going to do. You chasing that man or chasing that man or trying to ride the dream that man dreams. It's ridiculous, man. You got to take the walk you got to take, and it's your walk, and let everybody criticize and however they think, because they're going to. Let them criticize, do what they're going to do, but take your walk. Go home to your family at night and live your life, man. Enjoy it to the best of your nation.